with OG at a Yankee game. That made the Yankee hat more famous than the Yankee can. You should know I bleed blue, but I ain't a crypto. But I got a gang of walking with my click though. Welcome to the melting pot. Corners where we sellin' Africa been by the home of the hip hop. Yellow cap, gypsy cap, dollar cap, holla back. For foreigners it ain't fair, they act like they forgot how to act. 8 million stories out there in the naked city. It's a pity half of y'all won't make it. Me, I got a plug special ed, I got it made. If Jesus paying LeBron, I'm paying Dwayne Wade. 3 dice CeeLo, 3 card Marley. Labor Day parade, rest in peace Bob Marley. Statue of Liberty, long live the World Trade, long live the King, yo. I'm from the Empire State. That's blinding. Girls need blinders so they could step out of bounds quick. The sidelines is lined with casualties. Like catch leading, gradually become worse. Don't bite the apple eve. Caught up in the in crowd. Now you're in style, and in the winter gets cold. In fall with your skin out. City of sin, it's a pity on the whim. Good girls going bad, the city's filled with them. Mommy took a bus trip, now she got a bust out. Everybody ride her, just like a bus route. Hail Mary to the city, you're a virgin. And Jesus can't save you, life starts when the church in. Came here for school, graduated to the highlight. Ball players, rap stars, addicted to the limelight. Empty in May, got you feeling like a champion. The city never sleeps, better slip you an ambient.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. Oh, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. If the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, or the mountain should crumble the sea, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. And darling, stand by me, oh, stand by me, oh, stand now. call, see you on TV. Sunset shit done changed. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Work so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People hating, say we changing, look, we made it. Yeah, we made it. That was never friendly. Yeah. No, I'm trying not to ban it. Yeah. And I know it's not dramatic. Yeah. And I know how to have it. Yeah. For the money, I'm a savage. Yeah. I be itching like I had it. Yeah. I'm surrounded 20 bad bitches. Yeah. But they didn't know me last year. Yeah. Everyone wanna act like they important. But all that mean nothing when I saw my door. Yeah. Everyone counting on me, drop the ball. Yeah. Everything custom like I'm at the bottom. Yeah, yeah. If you fuck with winning, put your lighters to the sky. How could I make sense when I got millions on my mind? Coming with that bullshit, I just put it to the side. Bought a sense of baby, they could see it in my eyes. My mama called, see you on TV. Sunset shit done changed. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Work so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People hating, say we changing, look, we made it. Yeah, we made it. I was patient, yeah. Oh, I was patient. Now I can scream that we made it. Now everywhere I go, they say congratulations. Young nigga graduation. I pick up the rock and I ball, baby. I'm looking for someone to call, baby. But right now I got a situation. Never old Ben Franklin. Big rings, champagne. My life is like a ball game. But instead I'm in a trap though. Pot so big, call it Super Bowl. Super Bowl, call the hoes. Get in the rolls. Top flow lifestyle. Huncho and post. Malone. I got a play on my phone. You know what I'm on. Huncho Houdini is gone. My mama called, see you on TV. Sunset shit done changed. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was on, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Work so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People hating, say we changing, look, we made it. Yeah, we made it.
Gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good. Gonna make a difference. Gonna make it right. As I turn up the collar on my favorite winter coat, this wind is blowing my mind. I see the kids in the street, but not enough to eat. Who am I to be blind, pretending not to see their need? A son's disregard, a broken bottle top, and a one-man soul. They follow each other on the window, 'cause they got nowhere to go. house of cards, one blow from caving in. Do you ever feel already buried deep, 6 feet under screens, but no one seems to hear a thing? Do you know that there's still a chance for you? 'Cause there's a spark in you. You just gotta ignite the light and let it shine. Just on the night, like the 4th of July. 'Cause baby, you're a firework. Come on, show 'em what you work. Make 'em go, as you shoot across the sky. Baby, you're a firework. Come on, let your colors burst. Make 'em go, you're gonna leave 'em all in You don't have to feel like a wasted space. Your original cannot be replaced. If you only knew what the future holds. After a hurricane comes a rainbow. Maybe a reason why all the doors are closed, so you could open one that leads you to the perfect road. Like a lightning bolt, your heart will glow, and when it's time, you'll know. You just gotta ignite the light and let it shine. Just on the night, like the 4th of July. 'Cause baby, you're a firework. Come on, show 'em what you work. Make 'em go, as you shoot across the sky. Baby, you're a firework. Come on, let your colors burst. Make 'em go, you're gonna leave 'em all in Boom, boom, boom. Even brighter than the moon, moon, moon. It's always been inside of you, you, you. And now it's time to let it through. 'Cause baby, you're a firework. Come on, show 'em what you work. Make 'em go, as you shoot across the sky. Baby, you're a firework. Come on, let your colors burst. Make 'em go, you're gonna leave 'em all in Even brighter than the moon, moon, moon. Boom, boom, boom. Even brighter than the moon, moon, moon. She was walking in the street, looked up and noticed he was nameless, he was homeless. She asked him his name and told him what hers was. He gave her a story about life with a glint in his eye and a corner of a smile. One conversation, a simple moment, the things that change us if we notice when we look up sometimes. They said I would never make it, but I was built to break the mold. The only dream that I've been chasing is my own. So I sing a song for the hustlers trading at the bus stop, single mothers waiting on a check to come, young teachers, student doctors, sons on the front line knowing they don't get to run. This goes up to the underdog. Keep on keeping at what you love, and you'll find that someday, soon enough, you will rise up, yeah.
the kitchen, talking to the driver about his wife and his children, on a run from a country where they put you in prison for being a woman and speaking your mind. And she looked in his eyes in the mirror and he smiled. One conversation, a single moment, the things that change us if we notice when we look up sometimes. They said I would never make it, but I was built to break the mold. The only dream that I've been chasing is my own. So I sing a song for the hustlers waiting at the bus stop, single mothers waiting on a check to come, young teachers, student doctors, sons on the front line knowing they don't get to run. This goes up to the underdog. Keep on keeping it what you love, and you'll find that someday, soon enough, you will rise up, yeah. Everybody rise up. You gonna rise it. Ay. I sing a song for the hustlers. Waiting at the bus stop. Single mothers waiting on a check to come. You gonna make it. Student doctors, sons on the front line knowing they don't get to run. This goes out to the underdog. Keep on keeping it what you love, and you'll find that someday, soon enough, you will rise up, yeah. When we got no choice, all the girls and boys making all that noise, 'cause they found new toys. Can't salute ya, can't find a flag. If that don't suit ya, that's a drag. School's out for summer. School's out forever. School's been blown.
Testing. There we go. Okay. Thank you for bearing with the little bit of chaos that we had going on here for a minute. We had to get all the graduates over there and get all that stuff. Before we get started, I just want to take care of a couple housekeeping matters. We do have a professional photographer here this evening, Miss Sylvia Jones from Inspirational Light Enterprises. So we'd like to thank her. You've probably seen her around. She'll be up here taking pictures of all the graduates as they come across the stage. The graduates will get a copy of their individual picture before they leave. I'd also like to take a moment to thank Mr. Jamal Bransford. He is back in the booth back there taking care of all of our sound and video for tonight. The ceremony itself is being live streamed on the Westwood Heights Schools YouTube page. It'll be available to watch back later, so if somebody couldn't make it tonight, they can see it later. Also wanted to thank Miss Bev Hobbs and her custodial staff for setting everything up and taking care of us tonight, making sure everything's as clean as we can possibly make it. And without none of these people, none of this would be possible. In just a moment, they're already at the door, so just a moment, the graduates will be entering. I'm just asking, please, they are going to be coming down this side. They're going to be in the first two rows. When they leave, they will be exiting out that side. So if you want pictures in that, catch them. If you don't catch them in, catch them out. But please stay where you're at. Don't crowd towards the sides. so we can get everybody in and get this thing going. It's not the coolest in here, I know that, so we're going to try to make as quick as we can. And then when it's time for everybody to exit, please let the graduates out first. And once the graduates have exited, then you can feel free to meet whoever your favorite graduate is out in the hallway. Miss Sylvia will be out there doing more pictures. And all the pictures we put on our personal Adult Ed Facebook page that all the students can get into, and they'll be able to snag whatever pictures they like after the fact. With that, let's get this party. Oh yeah. Can we quit? I might just stand back there. Nope, we're good. Can we put the screen up? Hey, we have one more sheet too. I knew there was another sheet somewhere. Okay. Good evening, and welcome to the graduation ceremony for the Academy West Adult Education Class of 2026. You know, before this started, Mr. Key looked at me and said, "You're going to be able to not be emotional tonight?" And I don't know if it's going to happen, so we'll see. It's an honor for us to be here tonight to celebrate the accomplishments of these fine individuals seated here in the front two rows of this auditorium. Now, before we get into the really important stuff, I want to just take a minute to introduce those people who are seated behind me on the stage. I am Chad Zitterkoff. I am the coordinator and teacher for Academy West Adult Ed. And then I'll just start down here on this end. At the end, kind of hidden in the darkness down there, we got Miss Sally Newland from the Adult Ed. Next, we have Mr. Jasper Martis, who is the representative, House of Representatives, representative for District 69, which is part of, Westwood Heights is part of District 69. Next to, we got Ms. Sharice Bransford from the Board of Education. We got Ms. Kimberly Turner, also from the Board of Education. Ms. Deborah Roberts from the Board of Education. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure what, secretary? Are you secretary? Treasurer. Okay, I was wrong. Treasurer. And then we have Mr. Lester Fikes, Vice President of the Westwood Heights Board of Education. On this side, we have Ms. Kathy Wagner from the Adult Education Program. We have Miss Maria, or Mama Z, Zitterkoff. And then we have Miss Megan Berry from the GCI. And next to her is Miss Jasmine Sorvala. She is one of the welding teachers from GCI, so all of our students that have been part of the welding program know her very well. Now, this is a special moment for all of us. For all the family and friends of the graduates, it's a moment to revel in the accomplishments of someone you love. For us staff, it is a moment to celebrate one more time with these wonderful people whom we've had the pleasure to call part of our Academy West family. There's the emotions. For at least the past year, and for some even longer. Most importantly, for the graduates, it's time to reflect on exactly what you have done. You have officially done something that some of you have waited for so long to accomplish. But guess what? You did it. Now, you did it. You are graduating. Now, let that sink in for a minute. You're graduating. Now, before we get into the further down, I just want to take a minute. This is me talking to you, the graduates. This is specifically to you guys. Now, today marks the completion of your studies at Academy West and the beginning of a new chapter filled with opportunity and purpose. Your achievement reflects dedication, perseverance, and a commitment to the personal and professional growth. As Academy West graduates, you leave with more than a diploma. You carry forward the ability to think critically, act independently, and engage with the world with confidence and integrity. These skills will serve you as well as you navigate a rapidly changing world and take on the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. Now, in the program, I know you guys haven't seen it, but in the program tonight, there's a quote. It's attributed to Winston Churchill. It says, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal, it is the courage to continue that counts." Now, I want to break that down for just a second. Success is not final. Sitting here today is evidence of your success. But today's success is merely the beginning. If you thought it was the end, I'm telling you right now, it's not. It's just the beginning. You have plenty of more success ahead of you. Let this moment be your motivator. I encourage you to continue to grow, continue your education, some of you already have, and reach for new goals. Let your successes build on each other. Let each success be the catapult that launches you to even greater heights. The sky's the limit, so keep climbing. Now, the next part, failure is not fatal. Each of us experiences failure at some point. I know I've had my fair share. What's important is how you respond. Failure is nothing but a temporary setback. It is not an endpoint. It is simply a learning opportunity, a stepping stone to the future. If you had let failure define you, if you had let it stop you, you wouldn't be sitting here today. You wouldn't be wearing that cap and gown that you're wearing. Now, I'm reminded of something that Michael Jordan once said, and he said it in regards to over the 9,000 shots that he missed in his career, having lost almost 300 games, and failing to hit that game-winning shot at the end of just at the buzzer 26 times throughout his career. He said, "I have failed over and over and over again, and that is why I succeed." Now, keep that in mind next time you feel like you've failed. Remember to get back up, look to the future, and build toward the success that is still to come. Now, let's talk about that last part of Mr. Churchill's quote. It is the courage to continue that counts. Think about that for a minute. I'm sure you've all had times that you thought to yourself, "That's it, I quit." Pretty sure I've heard those exact words out of several of you. I know Ms. Z has, and you know what the response has always been. If you told that to Ms. Z, myself, Ms. Wagner, Ms. Newland, your likely response was to quit talking nonsense and get your work done. It's your resilience and willingness to keep going that truly defines your path. For each of you, that path you took to get here today looks a little different, and I'd be willing to bet that whatever that path looks like, it was full of twists and turns that you didn't expect. I'd also be willing to bet it involves small successes and possibly even bigger failures. No matter what that path looks like, I want to remind you that those successes were just the beginning that got you to this point today, and today's success is simply the beginning of a brighter tomorrow. I also want to remind you that you didn't let your past failures stop you. In the times when the deck seemed stacked against you, you had the courage to continue. That courage is what has gotten you here today, and that courage is what will lead you to even more successes as you continue to chase your dreams. No matter what the road to this moment has looked like for you, you have proven that you have what I consider to be one of the most important characteristics of success, even more important than that courage that Mr. Churchill was talking about. You have perseverance. You've heard the adage, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Now, you've proven, being here today, you've proven that you're one of the tough ones. When life seemed to have other plans for you, or when that Plato class just seemed like it was a little too much, you didn't give up. You might have wanted to, but you kept pushing. It may have taken a little encouragement from us, may have taken some mom speeches from Mrs. Z. It may have taken some encouragement from the people sitting next to you or other classmates who will be up here in the very near future, like next year. Raymond, I'm talking about you. But no matter what, I hope that you are proud of yourself, because I know that I'm proud of you. I know that all of us on this stage are proud of you, and I'm pretty darn sure, listening to the applause when you guys came in here, that your family and friends sitting behind you are proud of you. That's what I'm talking about right there. Now, one last thing before we move on. I want you to remember that no matter what your next step is, and some of you have already made that next step, some of you already are enrolled and going to Mott, you got this. So, this is just me, one round of applause to all of you up here. Okay, that's enough for me. I'm at this point. I am going to move on to the next part. You notice in your program it says keynote speaker, Representative Jasper Martis. Now, at this time, I'm going to introduce Mr. Martis. He serves as the Michigan House of Representatives. He is our representative for District 69, representing communities throughout Genesee County, including Flushing, Swartz Creek, Clio, Mount Morris Township, which includes Westwood Heights, where we're at right now, and Beecher. A graduate of Michigan State University's James Madison College, he earned a degree in international relations with a minor in world religions. He began his career in public service at the age of 16, working for U.S. Representative Dan Kildee, before later serving as a communications advisor for the Michigan House of Democrats. First elected to the Michigan House in 2022, He has worked to expand opportunities for working families, supporting public education and mental health programs, and he is an advocate for economic growth throughout Genesee County. He is recognized for his commitment to community advocacy, strong leadership, and creating opportunities for the next generation of Michiganders. He's been very instrumental in our program, continuing to be able to do what we do. He's a big supporter of adult ed at the state level, so every time we talk to you guys about, hey, it's our funding, we gotta get our funding, he's helping with that. And as a little bit of a side note, he has a very strong connection with this district. His grandfather, Bob Martis, was a teacher in this district for many, many years. I don't even know how long. 43 years. And his father, who is standing in the back there, is also a graduate of Hamady High School. I think he said class of 1988. I was a little bit younger. I was 1995. But his dad and grandpa was one of my teachers as well. So at this time, I'd like to welcome Representative Martis to the stage.
Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. As Mr. Z said, I represent 11 cities and townships, 8 school districts, but this is really where my heart is because it's where my family started. And before I get into the spiel and whatnot, just want to acknowledge my dad being in the room. We discussed knocking my grandfather over the head and dragging him here because if you gave him any time to prepare, he would come up with an excuse. We ultimately decided not to, but he is still he's gonna turn 88 this year and doing very, very well. And before we get into some more of the serious stuff, my dad didn't just spend a lot of time here going to school at Hamady. He worked here in different capacities after he graduated, and he was reflecting on a great story that took place actually in this room. And he's probably sweating that I'm going to say some of the names of these people. I'm not going to say the names because they involve some people that some people in the community might know. But he was working with 2 of his friends, and they painted this room. It's probably been painted since 1988, I would assume, but if you were to chip down in there, there's some stuff that my dad and his friends worked on, one of which that he was close to is no longer with us. But the one that is with us, and whose name I'm not going to use, he had an interesting way of getting up on the ladder. So instead of getting on the ladder and going up and painting and coming down, he would take it and he'd jump over, and he would jump over. And at one point, he's doing the jump, and he comes down, he falls, and the paint can, like the Three Stooges, falls on top of him. And my dad's a very kind man, but he said he might not have been able to wake up after that, and he would have still been laughing because it was hilarious. So we were talking about that on the way in. But I just want to say congratulations to each and every one of you. We all have different paths. We all have different paths to education, but you've probably heard at some point, whether it was when you started or towards the end, that these sort of educational experiences are going to be the best time of your life. And I had a mentor, a teacher, who said that whenever kids were getting either towards graduation or particularly when they were having a difficult time, that wasn't what you should say to people, because it's almost an ending point to the good times, right? And so Mr. Furness really instilled in myself and our classmates the idea that these are good times, but the best times are always going to be around the corner. And I just had a couple of reflections, if you'll indulge me, although I can imagine most of you just want to get that diploma and run out. I just had a couple of reflections. And some of them, Mr. Z was... They're similar to what Mr. Z was saying. Fortunately, I think we use different thesauruses, so it's going to be similar concepts, but different words. That probably everybody here, not just graduates, but the folks here, have gone through that experience of thinking that somebody can define you, that they can tell, based on the color of your skin or where you come from or who you love, that they know you. And there's nobody that can define you except yourself. Oscar Wilde reflected that even definitions of themselves, to define is to limit. He was a writer. Yes. And there'll be some other, I'll kind of more explain some of the other folks, although based on some of the classes that you guys have taken, I think you'll know some of the other people I'll be talking about. And when you think about how you're defined, it's not just you as an individual, it's the community that we're a part of. And that's what kind of motivated me to run, is that many of us have not known a time where our community was thriving, where maybe our parents and grandparents could rely on going to that factory and getting that job. And long before Genesee County was associated with the water crisis, we were associated with Michael Moore's Roger and Me, story of decline. And we can't let other parts of the county or other parts of the state or other parts of the country define us. We have to define ourselves. And so when people talk about the good times being in the past or far away, we have to have that hope that they're just around the corner. And so when you have those experiences of people trying to define you, you have to be the person that defines yourself. You know, when I was knocking on doors, I didn't have this beard. I normally don't have a beard. Most of the time when I go into schools, I expect a hall monitor to try to get me back to class. But when I was knocking on doors a few years ago, you would think my age would be held against me, but it was actually a great benefit, because as many of you know, a lot of young people move away from Genesee County. And like many of you, I wanted to stay and advocate for our community. And so when I would knock on doors and when I would talk to people, I would find those connections and a real desire to have people come back to Genesee County. Oftentimes when I'm working in Lansing, I work with folks that are twice my age and half as mature. And so I deal with that skepticism of my age, of my inexperience and whatnot. And I don't let those critics define me, and I hope that none of you will let your critics define you. Now, I have this Aristotle quote that's coming up here. And you guys got to take a class on Plato? Is that true? Okay, yeah, because I was asking her because I couldn't tell if it was the...
It's the platform.
Okay. I'm blaming this lady right here, because I said, they had a class on Plato? Like, that's pretty cool. And she's like, of course a class on Plato.
But their world history class does talk about
But they're...
ancient Greeks.
Oh, all right, so you have the ancient Greeks class and whatnot. All right. At least I didn't start to do an analogy about the stuff that you play with or something. Like, that would have been, yeah, you guys know that. But something that I have reflected about, and I read this quote a few weeks ago from 300 BC, 300 years before Jesus was born, that in the Olympic Games, it is not the best or strongest looking people present that are crowned with wreaths, but it is the competitors themselves. It is those who act that win the honors and rewards of life. So once you start to think how you want to be defined and not how others will define you, it's not just about having the right look or having the right presentation. It's about feeling it in your heart. Because I've done plenty of things in my life where it was half-hearted, it was half, I won't say the other word, and you're just not going to be able to get things done. When I was a kid and I'd work on essays for class, and I'd have my mom or dad look it over, and they'd say, I can tell if your heart was in it or not. And so people can tell if you're really passionate, and you have to kind of find what that passion is, and there's such a difference, no matter what stage of life or what you're doing, that if you're able to identify that passion and have it be present and have it be in your life, just how far that you can go. So it's not just about saying that you're passionate about something. It's not about just saying that you love something, but treating those things as verbs. Love isn't just something you describe. It's something that you do. And when you think about how you want to be defined, and when you think about who you want to be, you will be tested many, many times. And Mr. Z described it as perseverance. My term for it is resilience. Doris Kearns Goodwin, who's one of my favorite authors, has said that resilience is like a muscle. If you don't use it, you will lose it. And when you think about the setbacks that you've gone through, it is like a muscle, where the first time it's going to be difficult. You're going to think about giving up. You're going to think that you can't do it. But then you realize that everything that you've gone through so far, if you're sitting here with us today, you've survived. And so you need to remind yourself that if I went through that stuff in the past, I can go through this right now, and I'm going to actually be stronger, and I can learn from those experiences. You know, after any election season, I write to folks on both sides of the aisle in my community, and I'll give them a list of all these different presidents, President Obama to Clinton, Bush, going all the way back to Teddy Roosevelt. You could even go even further back to Abraham Lincoln. And what do all the people on that list have in common? They lost at some point. When Abraham Lincoln lost his first election, his friends asked him, "You lost, what are you going to do next?" He said, ask me after I've lost the 7th time. Now, fortunately, he didn't have to lose 7 times to start making his way in the world. But that resilience is something that is really the most important quality that folks have. And if you were able to make it to this graduation, I know that you embody it. And it doesn't mean that you won't go through difficult times. It doesn't mean that you won't go through hard times. But at least you have that thing in your heart that's going to help you go through. And so when you think about what comes next, reflecting on how you want to be seen, how you want to act, and how you're going to face the world. I'm just very, very proud to be here because I stand on the shoulders of some really great people that walked through these halls. And what I learned from them was that you don't have to come from money or wealth or power or anything like that. You just need to find good role models and good mentors and have a heart and learn, see what they did and try to implement that in your life in your own way. And so I know from the folks like Mr. Z and some of your other teachers, instructors, and your family that you found that. And just my final ask would be when you're walking through, getting that diploma, turning the tassel, and all that sort of stuff, think about the folks that are going to come next and how you can help them get to where you are today. So thank you for allowing me a couple minutes. I really am proud of each and every one of you and looking forward to celebrating later. So thank you. Thank you.
You know, the worst part is they actually changed it to Edmentum, and we still call it Play-Doh because we like it better. Thank you again for Representative Martis for taking the time out to join us here tonight. Now, next part in the program. When the graduates came in, you may have noticed that some of them were wearing an orange cord around their necks as part of their graduation regalia. Again this year, Academy West Adult Ed was able to partner with the Genesee Intermediate School District and the Genesee Career Institute. For the older Flint people in here, you probably remember it as the Skills Center. Genesee Career Institute, that's what they call it now. It looks way fancier, it's beautiful. But we've been able to partner with the GCI in order to offer career and technical education courses for adult ed students. We have several students who have taken advantage of this. Completion of these courses and successfully passing industry examinations results in students earning industry-recognized certifications and credentials in the student's chosen field of study. Now, I could go on and on about this program. It's a wonderful program. It's a wonderful opportunity, but I can't do it the justice that Miss Megan Berry can. Ms. Megan Berry is the navigator for the adult career CTE classes at GCI, and also with her is Jasmine, I messed it up again, Sorvala, the welding teacher. So I'm going to turn it over to them.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm Megan Berry, and I have the privilege of serving as the Career Navigator for the Genesee Intermediate School District at the Genesee Career Institute. What an incredible honor it is to stand before you tonight to celebrate not just a milestone, but truly a monumental moment in the lives of these adult learners. I run the Skills to Earn program, which gives adult learners the opportunity to take career and technical education courses while also working towards earning their high school diploma or GED. We offer courses in high-demand fields such as construction trades, welding, electrical wiring, and computer science. These are hands-on, real-world skills that lead directly to jobs, certifications, and meaningful careers. Tonight, we honor the determination, dedication, and courage it took for each of you to not only earn your high school diploma or GED, but to go above and beyond by completing a CTE course with GCI. Because let's be honest, balancing school, work, family, and life as an adult is no easy task. Yet each of you made the commitment to keep showing up, keep learning, and keep pushing forward. Now you walk away from this program with more than just a credential. You have learned new skills, new confidence, and new opportunities ahead of you. You have proven yourselves and everyone around you that it is never too late to invest in your future. So at this time, I'm going to call to the stage the graduating students who also completed a course at GCI this year or in the last couple years. And most of them have already received their certificate from me, but I do have a couple of them, so if you're wondering why not everybody gets one, most of them we've already given out. But if you guys just want to come up when I call your name, we'll just all stand up here and get a picture together. So please join me in congratulating these outstanding graduates. Tatiana Kemp, who completed electrical wiring. Yeah, you just go over here. Andre Reese, electrical wiring. Oh. Rose Campbell, certified nursing assistant. All right, and now I'm going to let Miss Sorvela, our welding instructor, announce the welding students. Just those three. Just those three.
All right, David DeVries. Bianca Barfield. And Joanna Smith.
All right, if we could get one more round of applause for these excellent students.
Okay, you're free. Yep, whichever way is easier. Okay. Now. David's almost there. There we go. Okay, now, in the program, this is the time that everybody really came to see. This is the time we've all been waiting for. The presentation and conferring of diplomas. So, graduates, in just a minute, we're going to get you guys start lining you up out that way, and you're going to come upstairs, see Miss Newland. And then we're going to do a nice little picture here in the middle, and you'll go back that way. But at this time, I'd like to welcome Mr. Fikes, Vice President of the Board of Education, to do the honors of conferring diplomas.
Thank you, Mr. Sidikoff. He went to school with my younger son, and I am an electrician by trade. So those who got the electrical expertise, I applaud you, because that is a job that you'll never lose. The diploma you are receiving today certifies that you have completed the requirements for graduation set forth by Academy West, Adult Education, the Westwood Heights Board of Education, and the state of Michigan. On behalf of the Westwood Heights Board of Education, it gives me a feeling of great pride and satisfaction to accept you as a graduate of Westwood Heights Schools and Academy West Adult Education. Please step forward to receive your diploma.
Mr. Jenks, you want to help? Mr. Jenks, you want to help her get these guys?
We can be friends. Are you guys ready? Hello? Hello? Are we ready for graduation? All right. Our first graduate tonight, ladies and gentlemen, along with the other 43 Academy West Ed graduates, thank you for believing in yourselves. Congratulations. Enjoy your night. Jacqueline Wicker. Amanda McDonald. Rebecca Olds. Rosina Fuller. Courtney Long. Mariah LaFrance. Rachel Rodabaugh. Tamisha McLeod. Princess Creighton. Bianca Barfield. Patricia Jones Sally. Lisa McCombs. Cherie Cobb. Brandy Newsome. Kayla Osborne. Jonna Smith Woods. Tierre Chinky Fat. Halen Scruggs. Tatiana Kemp. Rose Campbell. Jennifer Fuller. Shantanika Conway. Angel Conway Ashford. Caitlin Brown. Brett. Andre Reese. Dylan Jenkins. Brandon McDaniel. Logan Bailey. Rebecca Lansing. Bex Dawson. Gregory Pitts. Bryn Garland. Destiny Raspberry. Champagne Knowles. Jalea Coleman. David DeVries. Eric Petit. Christopher Turner. Sasha Green.
Husband and wife. Okay, I thought I turned this off. Okay. We got one last thing to do, so please bear with me. Congratulations again to all the graduates. And I know everybody's getting a little antsy. It's a little warm in here, so let's wrap this up. We got one last thing. The turning of the tassel. So bear with me, please, just a quick second. The last part before we leave here tonight. Graduates, before we exit the auditorium, when you entered this auditorium, your tassel was on the right side of your cap. So I'd like you to please stand for me. Now, when you entered this auditorium, you entered as a student. When you leave, you are leaving as a graduate. The turning of the tassel represents that final step from student to graduate. It signifies your transition from being an Academy West student to being an alumni. So at this time, I would like you to take that tassel, take it from the right, and turn it to the left. Now, audience, please, audience, remain seated as our graduates exit the auditorium. And Mr. Jamal, this is on cue. It is time to remember it is a new day as you move forward and take that next step in your journey. Go that way.
I went to sleep last night, tired from the fight. I've been fighting for tomorrow all my life. Yeah, I woke up this morning feeling brand new, 'cause the dreams that I've been dreaming have finally come true. It's a new day. 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 It's been a long time coming. Up the mountain kept running. Songs of freedom kept humming. Channeling Harriet Tubman, Kennedy, Lincoln, and King. We gotta manifest that dream. It feels like I'm swimming upstream. It feels like I'm stuck in between a rock and a hard place. We've been through the heartaches and lived through the darkest days. If you and I made it this far, well then hey, we can make it all the way. And they said no we can't, and we said yes we can. Remember it's you and me together. I woke up this morning feeling alright. I've been fighting for tomorrow all my life. Yeah, I woke up this morning feeling brand new, 'cause the dreams that I've been dreaming have finally come true. It's a new day. It's a new day. It's a new day. It's a new day. It's a new day.
time waiting for this moment. We spent a long time praying for this moment. We hope for this moment, and now that we own it, for life I'ma hold it, and I won't let it go. This is for our fathers, our brothers, our friends who fought for freedom, our sisters, our mothers who died for us to be in this moment. Stop and cherish this moment. Stop and cherish this time. It's time for unity, for us and we. That's you and me together. I woke up this morning feeling brand new, 'cause dreams that I've been dreaming finally came true. Yeah, I woke up this morning feeling alright, 'cause we were